Why bringing Cam Newton back would be a bad idea for the Panthers. The Panthers might be in the market for a quarterback, but they shouldn't pursue Cam Newton. For the past couple of weeks, the Panthers have been mentioned as a team that had an interest in potentially trading for Texans QB Deshaun Watson ahead of today's NFL trade deadline. Sam Darnold had a strong start to the year, leading the team to a 3-0 record, but during the 4-game losing streak, he looked like a completely different quarterback, the New York version of himself. Last week, reports surfaced that the Panthers would no longer pursue a trade for Watson ahead of the deadline, but that the team will reconsider doing so in the offseason. Despite passing up on Watson, the Panthers are still in need of a quarterback after Darnold exited Sunday's game in Atlanta with a concussion. He met with doctors on Monday and is in the early stages of the concussion protocol, meaning his status for this week's game versus New England could be in doubt. If Darnold were to miss this week's game, P.J. Walker would be inserted into the starting lineup. The only other quarterback on the roster is James Morgan, who is down on the practice squad. Morgan, a former 4th-round pick of the New York Jets, was claimed off waivers earlier in the year after the team moved on from Will Grier. Depending on the severity of Darnold's injury, the Panthers might want to bring in another quarterback, especially if the timetable is more than 1 or 2 weeks. The first thought that pops into the minds of Panthers fans is former Carolina QB1, Cam Newton. The Patriots released Newton prior to the start of the season to hand over the offense to the rookie, Mac Jones. Newton has remained patient while on the free agent market but could find a new home soon. The Saints could be in play for Newton after Jameis Winston tore his ACL on Sunday and has been ruled. Seattle was also linked to Newton a few weeks ago when Russell Wilson went down with a brutal finger injury. Although Carolina may want to add to the quarterback room, bringing Newton back to the organization is not the right thing to do. There's no arguing about how much Newton did for the Panthers franchise and the Charlotte community. He is one of the all-time greats of this franchise. That said, it was the past. Signing Newton would have Darnold looking over his shoulder, and that's not the situation you want to have with a young quarterback who is still trying to learn how to win in this league. The only way Carolina would be able to bring Newton back is if he were to commit to being willing to make that